I received a $20 tip from 1 Minute Man. He says, you're being 40 hours in means nothing in Baldur's Gate 3. Oh boy. Let's play your animation first. Let's get you on the leaderboard and let's see what he has to say. I really had no concept that 1 Minute Man was so heavy into Baldur's Gate 3 until we started playing it. Okay. Okay. Understanding Baldur's Gate 3 and its myriad of minute details is like taking a college major. 100 hours in, you're going to feel the same. Tip, make sure you have a light source for the Shadowlands. Interesting. Good news is, I have a light spell that I cast on myself. So, I should be fine, right, in that regard. I should be able to just cast light and then I'll be able to see, I guess. No, and that's very interesting. Because one of my criticisms of the game back on Wednesday when we were playing it is that why am I 40 hours in and the game feels like it wants to be so complex that I literally have to learn something new every single time that I fight. Like, I even said to the audience, I said, am I ever going to feel comfortable fighting in this game? Because it seems like every time I think I am and I know what I'm doing, the game will literally throw another angle at me. So I'm supposed to just know that in the world of D&D, that undead creatures survive when you kill them and get like a saving roll and they auto-revive with 1 HP. But then after they auto-revive, they lose a turn. Like, how would I have known that? Did the game ever explain that? No. Am I supposed to literally every single time that I run into every single person and item in the universe, should I be going into the stats of it and studying the stats of each character for 5 to 10 minutes before I even consider making a move? Because it's funny, already people are complaining I take too long to fight. But then when that happens and I get taken by surprise, oh, well, you didn't look at their stats first. Yeah, because you already said I take too long to fight. Right? So that's what I mean. Like, I feel like that game, here's the thing. If you're someone who's totally into that level of time investment, tabletop RPGs, simulations, and you want to spend insane amounts of time, I get it. But I have the right. I absolutely have the right to criticize it. I'm someone who for over 15 years has played every major video game and franchise. I can put this into perspective from who could be considered more of a commoner's. And it is, I feel like I'm a commoner. I'm not some expert. I'm a commoner. I'm a gaming commoner, right? So when I'm playing this game and I'm fighting and all of a sudden there's this ridiculous stuff going on that I just don't understand because it's never explained, I have a right to criticize it. And listen, you don't have to think that my criticism is valid, or maybe it's interesting to you to hear an outsider's perspective. Because I tell you right now, as an outsider, Baldur's Gate 3 is not accessible. It's too complex. The combat takes too long and it's too boring. A common person would not just jump into this game and enjoy it. So how did it win Game of the Year? Because the games media voted on it. That's why. Because the games media like this game for many different reasons. Narrative, the choices and things you can do in it, probably romance, probably representation, probably a million things. And by the way, that's not me knocking the game. I'm telling you, from a commoner's perspective, trying to play this game is too difficult and too complex and very annoying. So I can tell you, probably the vast majority of people who bought this game probably will never finish it. They will play it for a few hours, maybe they'll get 10, 15 hours into Act 1, and then they'll get to a point and they'll be like, this is ridiculous. Like, I'm 15 hours into the game, I feel like I didn't do anything. Why does every fight take an hour? And every time I think I know what I'm doing, something goes wrong. You know what I mean? Even for someone like me, and here I am 40 hours in, I haven't lost a fight yet, right? Everyone's saying, I don't understand why Phil's criticizing the game. He literally is doing well in every fight. That's not the point. You understand? That's not the point. The point for me when I'm playing a game is that eventually I want to get to a point in said game, especially an RPG particularly. I want to feel like I can lean back and relax and say, finally I'm at home. I know what I'm doing. I'm comfortable in my own boots. And I can play this game and know what I'm doing and have a good time. And here we go. Here's a nice session of Baldur's Gate 3. Boop. And that's never happened. Every single time I boot this game, here's a ton of things you didn't know. Here's new lore. Here's new gameplay mechanics. Here's new saving roll shit. Like, what are you talking about? Will I ever just play it and get it? No. You won't. Someone even said last time, you'll literally never, ever even have a feeling of being at home until your second playthrough. Because then you've at least seen everything in the game once. So when you're playing it the second time, you can at least try to remember the first time you did it. and then do it better the second time. I don't know how I feel like about that. You know, I don't. Maybe for that's good for a lot of people and not for everyone though. So again, you might argue, well, I don't understand. How did it get Game of the Year? Because journalists vote on it. I'm telling you. And of course, well, I don't understand because it also won the Gamer's Choice. Yes, because of height. Yes, because of all of that, not that stuff that always builds up around these games, correct? Like, that's what happens with this stuff. I have a really hard time believing that this game is purchased by a bunch of people who've never played this style of RPG before, and they're playing it and beating it and loving it. That really would make, I'd be shockingly, like, really, that would just blow my fucking socks off if there was some status about that. Like, I would bet if you actually were to look at stats of how many people bought Baldur's Gate 3 as a result of it winning Game of the Year, and how many are actually beating it, it would be like 10%. Most people who bought this game bought it because of hype. They heard so many things about journalists loving it, or the hype on the internet about it, and they went and bought it, and they started playing the combat. They're like, what the fuck is this? And they never played it ever again, right? Here's the thing. Elden Ring was kind of the same situation, but the difference with Elden Ring is that Elden Ring legit had mechanics to carry people, right? Like Elden Ring has the summons. So you can summon, what is it, Ash summons or whatever they're called. So you can always summon help in a fight, and those that could carry you the whole game. This game doesn't have any carrying mechanics, right? Then again, I'm playing on standard difficulty, so I don't know if I played it on easy. It has an easy difficulty setting, right? I have no clue what the difference would be with the easy settings. So maybe that's where I'm off base. Maybe if you play it on easy, it negates 90% of the complex shit and it feels more like a simple RPG, and then maybe it's easier to play. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But again, here's the thing, and it's funny because when I try to be honest with people about this game, and I'm telling you, I don't dislike it. I actually am enjoying it. Why would I keep playing it like this if I didn't enjoy it? I am enjoying it. But there's levels of frustration that I'm experiencing, and I will share those with you when I feel them. Oh, well, then you say you just don't understand it. You must. Why do you play a game you hate? Don't play. Like, what are you talking about? No. You have to stop fanboying for a minute, because that's what it is. If you feel ultra defensive about Baldur's Gate 3, can I be honest with you? You didn't make the game. You don't get paid every time a copy of the game gets sold. The devs don't know who you are. They don't care. You can stop. You can remove yourself from their ball sacks now. Okay? They don't give two fucks if you kiss their game's ass or not. It doesn't matter if it's your favorite game of all time. People still have a right to criticize it. Even if you don't agree with the criticism, you should respect the criticism if people are being respectful of what you like. Stop being a fucking defense force of the game. You have to stop that mentality. Remove yourself from the testes, because you're latching on to those hairs, those ball hairs, and the devs are like, oh God, the weight of the world on my sack. Like, what is going on here? Just release. Just release yourself. Because no one cares that you're the biggest fanboy of this game. No one. You're never going to get a golden medal mailed to your house. You're not going to get a trophy like this. No one's going to mail the world's biggest Baldur's Gate 3 fan trophy to your house for you to, oh, look at me, I defended the game against everyone who said something possibly critical of the game. No one cares about you. You can stop now. Really. People have a right to say things negative about a game, even if it won Game of the Year, even if it won Viewer's Choice Game of the Year, even if it's your personal favorite game of all time, right? No one gives a fuck. So stop being a fanboy. And that's not just of this game, it's of anything. Nintendo fanboys, Xbox, Sony ponies. Shut the fuck up. No one cares about your dumb, biased opinion because you think it's the best thing ever. Here, you could sit here and go, oh, everyone, thank you. I'm the best fan ever. No one cares about you. Stop it. Allow other people to say intelligent things, because what you're saying is not intelligent. If you're just blindly defending this game, and anytime someone says, well, I think there's something that possibly could be improved, but no, I am the #1 fan and you are wrong, and I'm going to shove my trophy up your ass for criticizing Baldur's Gate 3. Grow up. Okay? Grow the fuck up. And for the record, that's my Tekken 3 trophy from the 1990s, and I'll be putting that out when I play Tekken. Of course I will. Why wouldn't I? Right? Anyway. So anyway, I hope you guys understand my criticisms. it's fine if you disagree, but please respect them. And please understand there's a reason why I say that. Because I do feel like this game, sadly, has been so overhyped by the media that there's so many people who are going into it with this mentality that it's like the best RPG ever, blindly just believing that. And you go to play it and you're like, what am I playing? Why is the combat so slow? Why is there always this crazy mechanic I don't understand and I get screwed because of it? And it does for me. That genuinely takes away from my enjoyment of the game. When I can't understand something because it's another new mechanic that's been introduced and we're 40 hours in, that's not fun. That's annoying. That's like, okay, another one. I've had enough. I just want to play the game now. When do I get to play? You don't get to just play the game. There's always something new to annoy you. Oh, great. I don't want to become, just because I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3, I don't want to have to become the ultimate scholar of D&D, and it seems like that's what they're doing. Like, you have to be the ultimate scholar of D&D to do well in this game. Well, sorry, that wasn't my intention. My life's intention here wasn't to be the #1 D&D fan on the planet. I'm never going to play D&D outside of video games, I can tell you that. Like, I'm never going to do, like, a real D&D thing. So, I guess that's life, right? I mean, what are you going to do? Anyway.